Back on the Young Turks, there was another interesting moment on the debate last night among the Republicans. Michelle Bachmann with some serious charges about Iran. Let's watch that.
We know without a shadow of a doubt that Iran will take a nuclear weapon. They will use it to wipe our ally Israel off the face of the map, and they've stated they will use it against the United States of America.
Yeah, that is absolute nonsense. Nothing but drivel. First of all, they've never said that they're going to wipe Israel off the map. Khamenei once said that he wants to defeat Zionist ideology and wants a dissolution of Israel through a popular referendum. Doesn't sound like nuclear weapon attack. It is a gross misinterpretation. Second of all, Iran has never said they're going to attack us with nuclear weapons. That's nothing but a 100% lie by Michelle Bachmann. Then she talked about the IAEA and how they said that Iran was months away from developing a nuclear weapon. Another total lie. Greg Thielman, talking to Seymour Hersh, said, and he's a former State Department and Senate Intelligence Committee analyst, said, quote, "There's nothing that indicates that Iran is really building a bomb. Those who want to drum up support for a bombing attack in Iran sort of aggressively misrepresented the report." Sounds just about right. Now let's bring in an expert on this, Sean Paul Kelley. He's with the Agonist. Sean Paul, great to see you here. Talk to me about what you saw in the debate. Does it seem like the Republicans want to start a war with Iran?
You know what we say about people like Michelle Bachmann down here in Texas? If her brains were dynamite, she couldn't blow the wax out of her ears. It's really just unbelievable what these Republicans are saying about Iran. And it's really staggering the dearth of creativity and open-mindedness when it comes to the foreign policy establishment of the Republican Party these days. It's incredible that the only thing that they can possibly talk about is who do we invade, when can we invade them, who can we bomb, without any thought of the consequences, because they have something that is a shiny little toy that is the Army and the Navy and the Air Force and Marines, and they want to use it.
So how about the
Who cares about the consequences?
How about the Obama administration? Because they came in with a new attitude, and it looked like, you know, they wanted to do more negotiations, which was definitely a welcome sight. But people like Trita Parsi are reporting that they basically had 3 days of talks, which mainly comprised of figuring out what the terms of the talks should be. Have we given a real effort here to get a deal with Iran?
Well, no, absolutely not, Cenk. Nobody in the Obama administration has given a real effort to dealing with Iran and trying to open up and do some engagement with Iran. But look at Obama's negotiating skills across the spectrum of all politics. They're absolutely terrible. The guy does not know how to negotiate. He had a very, very good hand coming into the election. There was some kind of warm feelings between Ahmadinejad and Obama with the letters that they traded, or the letter that was traded and whatnot. But Obama really has never missed an opportunity to miss an opportunity.
So let's talk about whether there is a real threat from Iran, because a lot of people might say, hey, listen, you know what, I get it. I don't want to attack another Middle Eastern country either, but what if they develop nukes? So that IAEA report becomes very important. But Seymour Hersh did this interesting article where he pointed out that there's a new head of the IAEA. In fact, Mohammed al-Baradei, who had this great trust and confidence of the world community and had been fighting against nuclear proliferation for a long time, is now in Egypt. And the new guy is, according to WikiLeaks cables from our officials, is a trusted guy who'll do what we want him to do on Iran. Does that sound fishy to you? Is that problematic?
Does it sound like the new head of the IAEA is someone who is that we believe that will do our business, that will follow and help us with our interests? And that doesn't surprise me. I mean, I think Hersh's reporting over the course of his career is pretty much borne itself out to be true the vast majority of the time. And the question that the United States foreign policy establishment really needs to ask itself and be very honest about is there very well may come a day when we have a choice between a nuclear Iran or that we have to invade Iran. Now, I'm not saying that I advocate invading Iran, and I'm not saying that I like the fact that there could possibly be a nuclear Iran, but if we do not engage Iran in some way, if we do not try to change the game and the relationship with Iran in some way, those are going to be our choices. And the other question is, you want to ask yourself, what interests do we have in common with Iran? That's the question that the foreign policy establishment never asks, because that's what creates an opening, the possibility for engagement, when you say,
right,
what do we have in common that we can build on?
Right.
And it's the paucity of the American foreign policy establishment that they won't think about this stuff. Look, the consequences of a nuclear Iran are serious.
No, I agree with you on all those fronts. I don't want them getting a nuke either. One of the things that we have in common with them is our fight against Al-Qaeda, because they're Shia, they hate Al-Qaeda. Those guys are Sunni and are looking to topple them as well. So it's all interesting points. Sean Paul Kelley, thank you so much for joining us and talking about this. We really appreciate it. And
absolutely.
Yeah, and when we come back, Governor Jennifer Granholm and I made a bet last night on whether Democrats would buckle on Keystone Pipeline. Well, we have breaking news on that and who might win when we return on the Young Turks.